you've seen the graphs, right? The graphs where it's like countries and deaths and days and which country's better than the other, which one's worse, which one's like... I keep seeing different graphs. I mean, they reckon they're the same, but different countries come out different levels. And then there's different comparisons and different timescales. And then you read a thing about, well, Sweden have done this and the USA have done that and Korea did the other. Every nation's going to get a grade. Every nation is going to find out how they did. And we're going to learn stuff. And we're going to find out who made the better choices. But there's a lot more to it. You know, when did it happen? Where were they in the chain of dominoes? What's their nation like? What's the situation? What was the political situation? Do their people listen when they ask them to do something? Or are they Brits? You know, like, what's the respect system? How do people care about those? You know, when we heard it was just going to hurt the older people, you know, there's nations where young people went, well, whatever. And there's nations where they went, wow, old people are really important. You know, there's a whole number of factors, but there is going to be a grading. There is going to be a judgment. And that is going to be painful. We're going to look back with hindsight. And I get the fascination with the models and the leadership and the facts. But I don't know about you, I don't want to look at those graphs right now. What those graphs represent to me is my friend's dad. They represent people who have died and families in tragedy. It's not okay. And yes, there will be a time to call things to account. And yes, if you really know what you're talking about and you can speak into power and tell, I don't know. And I don't want to read about, and people say, oh, you just, you know, you're ignoring the political battle, you kind of shying away from holding them to account. And I'm like, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I think there's just a time and a place. If you're the leader of a hospital, if you're the chief executive of a hospital and you know there's a better way, well, you feed it up the chain. You fight for what's right. If you're me and you don't know, you pray and you do what you can. But me mouthing off on Twitter that I know better than somebody else, and so I'm getting angry with somebody and saying so-and-so's doing what they like, do your little bit. Don't be a vigilante. Don't be a keyboard warrior. Nobody needs that. You know, if you think there's something wrong, tell the right person and leave it to them. When we're stuck on our own, these things build in our heads. So yeah, chill out on the graphs. Chill out on the Confucius, I know everything, hindsight, right now, all that kind of stuff. Let's do what we can. Pray hard. And when the time comes, there will be a judgment. But even then, I think have some mercy, because it's really easy to be an armchair leader. It's pretty tough to actually lead.